The Plymouth Public Library is featuring their newest art exhibit with Carole Bolsey Artwork. She's a very talented artist who creates all kinds of wonderful pieces of work. PCN stopped in to get this story.
So what we're doing today is we are featuring our newest art exhibit with Carole Bolsey's beautiful artwork. And I wanted to take a moment to introduce to you the gallery as we have it here in the library. When the library was originally built, there was talk of a gallery. It never got installed. 20 years later, we have added a trustee, Richard Swanson, actually 23 years ago. And he came through and he saw the vision that we had, this beautiful downstairs foyer leading up the stairway to this area. And he brought to us a collaboration with the Plymouth Art Guild, the library, and the Board of Trustees to bring art exhibits. And it's a interchangeable art exhibit. People submit their names. They are vetted through our art committee, and then people are put, their exhibit is put up, and if we're lucky, we do an opening reception, which is wonderfully received, and then we have the beautiful artwork here for around 3 months till we trade out the next time. So Richard came to us and said, well, Carole Bolsey has this incredible artwork. Let's do it and get it done for the meet and greet, which was December 8th. So busily, we took down our previous exhibit, and then we worked really tirelessly a couple days beforehand, and we were ready to go for our meet and greet.
Well, I was approached by Richard Swanson, who has a great eye. He's a very visual person. He was an ad man in New York before coming up here and joining the board of the library. And he and his wife made a studio visit to my big studio in Kingston. And he got very excited, and not long after invited me to have a solo show here. This is the first solo show that the library has produced. There aren't people in the pictures necessarily, but there's very much a sense of someone, a presence. Someone has been there, someone is about to be there. And I'm fascinated with the relationship between the object and the plane that it's on. For example, with a boat, if the canoe is the object, the reflection in the water is reflecting on a plane which is more or less flat, and yet it reacts. And so there's a dialogue between the concrete and the imaginary, because the reflection disappears. Same thing with the barn shape. I've always put it in some relation to the land, or in this case, to water and a shoreline, so that this very geometric, firm shape becomes fluid and changeable when reflected in the water. And to me, this is very much the experience that we have of living. So they're existential paintings, if you will. First of all, as an art maker, it's what I am, it's what I do. And artists, I think the art that they make is what they are. People have sometimes said, if I complain, about making it in the world and all of that recognition and fame, and I think, well, if I made art like this one or art like that one, it would be different. But in fact, I think you can only make art that's an emanation of who and what you are. And so that's certainly what it is for me, and I've been doing it since I was a child, and I feel very fortunate that I get to do it. It's a privilege to be able to spend your working life making art.